So in San Diego this year, ASH 2024, I was able to present on behalf of all the co-investigators the initial results of the safety run-in portion of the EMN30 MajesTEC-4 trial, which is a very big, large phase 3 randomized trial enrolling patients with newly diagnosed multiple myeloma who received either a triplet or a quadruplet induction therapy after autologous stem cell transplantation and who have achieved at least a partial response to receive a new modality of maintenance, a fixed duration one, either Teclistamab alone, the anti-BCMA bispecific antibody, or Teclistamab combined with lenalidomide versus the standard of care lenalidomide alone for 2 years. So what we presented was the safety run-in, testing the safety and efficacy of either TEC alone or the combination of TEC-len. So 90 patients have received the treatment until now, with 2 different dosage of Teclistamab. In cohort 1, the more intense schedule 1, Teclistamab was given weekly and then bi-weekly and monthly only after 6 months up to 2 years, while in cohort 2 and cohort 3, Teclistamab was given immediately monthly at the dosage of 3 mg per kg, starting from cycle 2. So cohort 2, TEC-len again together, while cohort 3, TEC alone. So what we showed by this initial result, of course, the follow-up is not long until now. For cohort 1 is 21 months, for cohort 2 and cohort 3 is just 9 months. First of all, is that the combination can be safely administered, and also, of course, Teclistamab alone, with the most frequent adverse event being neutropenia. That is higher with the more intense dose scheduling of Teclistamab and is lower when you are going directly to the monthly administration. But it is mainly an isolated neutropenia, so without other hematological toxicity and not leading to treatment discontinuation. Another frequent non-hematological toxicity was CRS that was exclusively grade 1 and 2, and mainly related to the 2-step-up dosing and very, very rare after the first full dose and thereafter. And as I said, also this toxicity did not lead to treatment discontinuation. The third important point regarding safety is that despite the use of Teclistamab in the upfront setting, the infectious issue is there as well. So we had something around 30% of grade 3-4 infections that were mainly in the upper respiratory tract. However, this infection could be safely managed. And together with infection, of course, we observed hypogammaglobulinemia in approximately all the patients. So the recommendations are absolutely to go through the IG replacement. This is highly recommended, and of course to put in place infection prophylaxis. From the efficacy standpoint, we saw unprecedented efficacy results because 100% of the patients upgraded their response during maintenance, going to less than CR to CR, and most importantly, to minimal residual disease negativity, with the sensitivity level of 10 to the minus 5 as detected by next generation flow. All the patients, so 100% of the patients at 12 months in cohort 1 and 6 months in cohort 2 and 3 were MRD negative. Of course, the analysis for the moment is not intention to treat because the population and the study is still ongoing, but it is in the evaluable patient, that is to say, patient that had a baseline sample and at least one sample during maintenance therapy. So currently the randomized phase of the study is ongoing. We have enrolled something like 200 patients in more than 20 countries, 130 sites all over the world. So of course, we will see results in the upcoming years, and the primary endpoint of the phase 3 part of the trial is dual one, PFS and MRD CR MRD negativity rate at 1 year. So I think that the study, despite, as I said, preliminary results, clearly highlighted the potency of the use of the bispecific in the maintenance setting, which is able to push the majority, let's say, if not all, the patients into minimal residual disease negativity. And I think this is highly auspicable, as I said, a fixed duration treatment, so 2 years, and in patients achieving at least CR, the teclistamab is held after 1 year. At the same time, we also underline the fact that we should always keep an eye on infection, and that the infection also is part of the treatment with bispecific antibody.